Hey, good morning, Pastor Steve here. Isaiah 55:8 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." I often say it this way: God has a plan, but he never, ever checks with me. I guess it's really a good thing, although at times I really wish he would. My pastor, Richard Berry, runs Shelters by Jesus. Fantastic work of God going on. Recently, he went into the doctor's office for an issue. They shipped him right to the big hospital in Bangor. His kidneys had shut down. They say a bad kidney reading is 3 or above. His was 17. The doctor had never seen it before. When he left there, the doctors thought they would never see him alive again. He's in the hospital. They were doing a biopsy. I called him every day and talked with him and prayed for him. He sounded good, but he was very, very nervous. He was a little afraid, as you would be too, mostly of leaving his wife behind because he felt he had some things that he needed to take care of with her. The biopsy came back a couple of days later, and he posted this: "Just got word about my biopsy. No kidney disease and minor scarring. Should be fine after a short time of dialysis. Thanks to one and all who prayed. Definitely feeling blessed." Now, he stayed in the hospital a couple more days, and then he was supposed to go on home. But they kept him an extra day, which he wasn't pleased with, but he rolls with it. About midnight, after midnight, that first night there when he was supposed to be home, the lights come flipping on in his room, and he's grumbling like, "Hey, man, what is going on here? I want to sleep." He texted me a little while later. The man who came into that room for a short period of time was afraid. He was diagnosed with cancer, and we were asked to pray for his healing. And then, at 2 o'clock in the morning, he said, "I just was able to lead him to Jesus." 2 o'clock in the morning. He said the lights came on in more than one way. A few weeks of dialysis, Richard was able to connect with people who couldn't go to church because of their particular health issues. It wasn't a safe space for them. So he's putting in a plexiglass shielded area so they can come too. He learned a lot more during this time as well, but God doesn't always show us, though, why we're in a trial. Sometimes we have to just wait until heaven to find out if we do that. But God always knows what's best, doesn't he? God knows what he's about. Did your political party lose or win? God knows what he's about. Did you get fired? God knows what he's about. Charlie Spurgeon said it: if you can't trace God's hand, you definitely have to trust his heart, because God does know what he's about. Jim Elliot said this: "The will of God is always a bigger thing than we bargained for. But we must believe that whatever it involves is a good, acceptable, and perfect will." You ponder that, Pastor Steve.